In the 30s and 40s and 50s was the emergence of organizational development, and it was really looking at how can we humanize work? How can we make people proud of what they're doing? How can we use their full self, not just their dexterity, but their brains, their thoughts, their ideas? And that's been the birth of this field, which crosses psychology, sociology, all these different business. And how can we unleash the human spirit? And so from there, yes, our values are very much the same.
Learning how not to try and impose change, but to work with the forces that are present is I think, where the role of the OT profession is going.
It's always interesting to meet people with different approaches. I think that's what the philosophy has gotten inside of me. I don't want us to be too similar, so I do look for differences.
What we are all facing is learning how to relate to each other, to share our ideas in ways that are meaningful, and to create together with people who are different than we are. The idea of differences, the idea of diversity is so much at the core.
Usually what you see in a period of crisis, certainly amongst consultants, is that they split, and it's a fragmentation force. And the fact that they've been able to get people together is just, it's amazing and really a model.
I think organizations are shifting right now. I think organizations people in organization are scanning and looking for the heart of the matter. And in that, I think they will then shift their ways of being. And I think a lot of our organizations will become a lot like the nonprofit or they won't look like they look today.
More and more young people are setting up non-conventional organizations with structures very different from what I knew growing up. So they have all kinds of cooperative arrangements with very little hierarchy and a lot of volunteerism. People bring in their competence and they link up without necessarily looking at the hierarchy and the bottom line. So a lot of things are going on which are not focusing on profit per se, but impact.
For me, every crisis is an opportunity for change, because you could also say, thank God there's a crisis, because it's forcing us to think about what is really important.
We have a common agenda. Basic things are humanity and our drive to be of use and of help to others.
If you think about it, all social issues are solved in meetings. And we are faced with such complexity of hunger, of need for good education, of how to have healthy lives. We will have to meet in order to bring good solutions to those problems. And if the meetings are not done effectively, if people walk away cynical and frustrated, if we don't think about the shape of those meetings, then we have lost ourselves as a society.
Basic values, ways of doing things, whatever it is that we care about, we have to understand that we must preserve it, we must continue it, we must give life to it and nurture it.
The primary motivation I have for doing OD work and being around is to give something back to the community.
We all may come from different directions and different methodologies, but we all care about helping organizations be more humanly effective and at the same time being better businesses and serving society better.
The responsibility is here with us now. Are we going to do something or not? That's a big responsibility. And you know what? People want to do something.